I can't believe I cried on YouTube. Oh no. But yeah, you know, when someone tries to drown you and you're 10, sorry, in that moment, there is nobody. The original recipe in Simple Healthy Raw Vegan had raw tahini, but I decided to use pine nuts today. I was heavy, my body empty of oxygen, of power, of life. Slowly, I saw the inner ledge of the pool going by upward as I was going down. Slowly, I was going lower and lower. It was getting dark. I closed my eyes. I felt the sinking spell of the illusion realm, and I knew I was magically stepping into someone else's world. Bobby's world. It's useless to resist. I heard Bobby's whispering voice in that realm. All else was dark. You can give me your powers now, or I will destroy everything and everyone you love, and then I'll take your powers anyhow, he said. He couldn't hurt my family, he couldn't hurt my friends, and he couldn't take my powers. I wouldn't let him. Deep in my heart, I felt the very power of life now dim, calling out one last cry of refusal and resistance. It called one word, the only word that even a slave can cry out and die free, the word no. It was loud, echoing in Bobby's realm, my last ray of light. Then all went dark, peaceful, still. Suddenly I was out of the water, crouching next to a ginger-headed woman, choking hard but breathing again. This is real. When I was about 10 or 11 years old, someone tried to drown me. And it was a very scary experience, that darkness taking over. There really was such a pool with a ledge that you stand on, and it's just for the comfort of the people who are in the pool. And I remember it was a girl my age, we went there, it was summer, and she was just pushing me down and I had no more air left. And I remember starting to sink and, well, my heart's pounding, and getting very, very heavy, and that kind of ledge going up and up and up, and I knew I was dying. I knew that this is it, this is the end. And then everything went dark and suddenly I was out of the water, and I you know, I know what an adrenaline rush is, and I just, to this day, can't believe how lucky I am to still be around. And it was one of the, oh god, sorry, one of the most shades, and my voice is kind of quivering because my heart is, one of the most shaking experiences, I can say, and perhaps to some extent the most powerful. I will talk on this channel about my experience with death, because it's not the only thing that has happened to me. I had a very traumatic experience with losing my uncle, who was like almost a second father to me, because we were very close as the two families. And that grief has shaped me more than almost any other experience in my life. I also had to battle insomnia, not knowing that that was really the cause. That was the first, and this is kind of the second experience of death, which was in some ways my own. I didn't see my life flash in front of me. I didn't see myself floating above myself. I didn't have like this kind of light vision. It was completely dark. I know I was fainting. All I can say is that there is another lesson here when it comes to traumatic experiences, which is that we do not really remember them the way they really were. So this was midsummer, and when I think about this was a very popular pool, and I keep thinking with anger, where was the lifeguard when I needed him? But in my memory, the pool was empty. It was just me and her, because that is the memory. That is the strength of how crazy that day in my life was and what it did to me. But in reality, it must have been so full that the lifeguard couldn't understand what was going on as it happened and couldn't see it in time. And I remember, I remember when I was talking about it with someone I kind of trust who's been a mentor to me, and I said to her, in that moment, there is nobody. She's like, you know, I only told my parents that this happened like in my 30s. And she said, how come you never told them before? And I said, because in that moment, there are no parents. And I think that to know that you were there for you is the strength. To know that at the end of the day, this path which we call life, you walk it alone. You can have someone holding your hand. I have my own family. I'm married. I have a kid. You can have friends. You can have family. But in the moment, you are alone. And when something happens to you, you are alone. And there's only one person who has to be there for you. And if that person fails you, that's the end. And everything else isn't. That's the real end. And I didn't expect this to happen. Oh goodness. I think I should tell you, this is Blue Diamond. It's book number 4 in the series that I have coming up. And it's 2 trilogies, so this is the first one and that one. And I think my life has enough in it to share with this world. That's why I'm doing these videos now, and this is why I write out of experience. There's a lot of things that I write into these books that obviously I am not a witch, but I am writing the human bit of it from a real place, and this is one of them. Whew. Hold on a second. This is the other book that you saw today. It's not out yet. I will be putting it on pre-order quite soon. And what I'm doing here, for those of you who already bought Mission Raw, recipes of the craving, so the sushi, the pizza, the burgers, all in the raw vegan version. Mission Raw is more advanced. It's using more advanced techniques like dehydration. There's only one dehydrator recipe here. I'm using more simple techniques, more simple ingredients. This is 100 recipes. Cheeses, pizza, spaghetti, veg burgers, chicken, rice, tuna, dips, hummus, soups, curry, noodles, falafel, sushi, ravioli, stir-fry burritos, enchiladas, smoothies, cheesecake, fondue, desserts. Yeah, this is the next one I have, and it will be the last one. I've been thinking about this a lot. I still love the blog. I still would do things here on YouTube. I would be doing some recipes from this as well to give you something. But I think when it comes to books, I think that this is going to be it. Except for one teeny tiny one that is going to be kind of a surprise coming later on. So I'll let you know about that. So definitely think the raw vegan diet has proven itself for me. I've been doing it for 8 years. I don't ever plan to stop doing it. I do feel the difference if I decide that today I'm doing a cheat and I'm going to have a cooked meal. My body immediately reacts to it and goes, crazy lady, what are you doing? And yeah, so wow, this is kind of the mood I'm more used to being in. I can't believe I cried on YouTube. Oh no. But yeah, you know, when someone tries to drown you and you're 10, then you cry on YouTube. Yeah. So thank you for listening to me and for hearing me share a personal story from my life. And I hope to see you soon on the next video.